Hello, what's up, guys? Thank you for being here. I didn't see you guys. Hello, what's up, guys? Thank you for being here. So, yeah, that's the second session of this artwork. I'm just trying to be quick with this, but I guess I can't be quick with something that needs time. And so what's up, guys? Where are you guys from? Who's watching? Please write, leave a message, and if there's something specific you want to know about art or whatever, sketching, or if you want me to paint something, please do let me know. I try to stream almost every day. I had to do a lot, and I couldn't come online earlier, so yeah. Hello everyone, what's up, guys? So I picked up this image from Pinterest and I'm just trying to make it in my own way. So let's see how that goes. I've lost my tennis brush and I couldn't find it, so I'm trying to work with whatever I have now. I won't be using the pen. I'll just try to finish everything with this brush. That's the thinnest one that I have. I think it's 00. I think actually I have another one, which is the thinnest. Why it's not here on the workstation right now? I try to finish this in an hour. I hope you can see my palette. Madhira. Who's Madhira, bro? वो भी बना दूंगा ब्रो. I need to see the character. So I'm gonna use a little bit red, maroon over here. That's the maroon I'm gonna use. It's sort of a fuchsia maroon. I'm gonna mix it with the black. And let's see. Yep, that's a cool color. It's a super nice red. So usually I paint super slow, but with YouTube I'm trying to challenge myself more for the quick sketch type, or more towards illustration. It's fun to create what you like and your own way. So I'm on that approach. Also, that I've never tried illustrating with the markers, and I need to do that. I really need to buy some markers and try them, because I've seen people doing and using them for illustrations and they are super crazy. But I don't think I can ever give up on the traditional way of painting and illustrating, old Walt Disney style. Alright, bro. See, the thing is, when I'm painting, it's very difficult for me to look at the other screen, because भाई मैं भूल जाता है. So yeah. But मैं ज़रूर देखूँगा भाई, all the messages. And I will paint what you requested for sure. So if you look at my work, you might okay. Yeah, sure, man. So yeah, please leave a message and leave a like, leave a comment. I need more space to check my strokes. Oh, alright. See, when you're painting with watercolor, you got to be very careful, because once you've put up a stroke, there is no going back. There is absolutely nothing you can do with that. So if you have messed something up, you got to work around it to make it look convincing. Since I messed up his face, his lips, I got to tone the entire face, just because I made that mistake. So with watercolor, you got to just keep working around whatever the medium is throwing at you, whatever paper is throwing at you. It's a quick catch and throw. In fact, sometimes these mistakes work in your favor, and you're able to come up with a tone that, or a composition you didn't think about. It just accidentally, like so many famous art pieces have been just produced by accidents, but the in studio accidents, not on the road. So yeah. If you've got any sort of suggestions or requests, you want me to, demonstrate a specific technique, so do let me know. Alright, I think the face, those lips that we messed up have not us. I messed up. It's dried, and I need more space for. I know I keep saying that. I know I keep saying that. I think by doing these live and everything, I'm gonna catch this habit of talking to myself, which I don't want to do at all. I'm already insane enough, but guys, don't worry if this character doesn't look like what it is supposed to, because you gotta trust the process, right? You gotta trust the process. We gotta trust the process. And the process says shut up and paint. Also, I do not like to finish off any artwork in just one go unless it's something commercial. Then you can't be lazy. It's not just about being lazy, but I think you should just leave your artwork after a while. Like, don't work on it like a technician who needs to finish on time. If it's not a commercial piece, if it's an art piece, if it's something you want to make, give it more time. And because when you leave a work and come back to it again, you see new things, and that's layering. Yeah, that is layering. So yeah, my process is kind of really slow, and I think people on YouTube, they tend to see, because it's something you can flip. Some people want to see fast action, and I think my style is super slow. It's gonna make all of you sleepy. Oh god, I need a thinner brush. I seriously need to find a thinner brush. Look, I messed something up over here. Alright, we are out of the danger zone now. And seriously, I messed up with black. If you mess up with black, god. But don't worry, it's just an art piece. What can go wrong? It's just art. What can go wrong? You guys hate it when somebody talks about art or your art in that tone. It's just art, dude. Dude. What do you have to do? It's just art. It's just art. So I'm going to do the shirt now so that this whole figure, this whole posture is in its full form, and then we can play around with the details however we want. So I like this black. Let's do this. think I should have used brown. I will use brown now. For sure I will use brown now. I hope you can see the palette. Yeah, you can. Awesome. Thank you for watching, guys. I mean, like, seriously, sometimes I have like 0 viewers. Nobody's watching that shit. I got inspired just when I was a kid. I watched this guy paint. No, it wasn't Bob Ross. It was some other guy, and I was so fascinated. And maybe somehow, someday, I might inspire some of you to do, never to do something like this. Make something beautiful. Don't paint that guy like the guy. So yeah. So I'm just trying to be super careful with this, not to mess this up anywhere. We can't afford that right now. Because we're live, it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. There is just too much pressure of life. So right now I'm just giving it this thin layer of brown, so that it comes in this warm tone. Like everything should come in that same, what's it called, tint. And once that dries up, we're gonna add orange, and we'll have a shadowy feel to this artwork. I think we should wait for this thing to draw or to dry, and I can draw with the brush over this side. So first I thought orange. Let's do orange. I don't want to finish it entirely with this, but yeah, I really want to add some foreground to this piece, because Kurama is already hitting this top edge. So I want the composition to be more diagonal, like it's like, I think that's, if I just show this to you, my palette, I'll hide my palette, so yeah, okay. So it has this diagonal feel, right? It's like on a vertical paper, it's got this diagonal feel. So for background, I should do something like add a little more texture on this end, and this could be fiery orange. So we're gonna do that. So now, if you notice, this is sort of replicating this, Kurama pointing down in these lines. It's replicating. So this is creating a rhythm, and it helps for, what's it called, for the viewer to move the eye around, and we're just trying to get this sort of composition before detailing until our the shirt dries up. And I'm using a lot of dry brush so that it creates that wavy, fiery effect. And we're gonna let this be a little lighter and leave this a little darker. In fact, we can make this way darker. So there's this reflected light. I think I messed it up with this stroke, so maybe it is over here, and this can be lighter. And since this paper is wet, if I just keep on adding more color to it, it will simply blend in. But you got to be very fast, super fast with this. They might leave you some strokes. Usually you shouldn't be doing this while you're doing watercolor, but like if it's an art piece. But with illustrations you can do, because illustrations are more crafty, right? I want to show you my palette now, so that you can exactly know whatever colors that I'm mixing. So since we want this to be a little darker, I'll add more red to this, and I want it to be lighter from over here, so I'll just add water. I want this to be lighter and this to be darker, so I'll add just red paint, and now it's mixing with water and it's becoming a little lighter. To make this darker, I'll just add more fuchsia and let this be here. Make it dry and blend. Let's end it here. Yeah, I like this. So yeah, now we'll add more color here. I want to add more yellow, so this is just plain lemon yellow. I think it's a little cadmium. I think it's cadmium. Yeah, my palette is too dirty. I'm sorry, you should not do that. I swear, if you're looking at this stream, there are more things you shouldn't do and you should do watching this. Let's watch this guy so that we know what should we do while illustrating something. Always clean your palette, guys. Always clean your palette. Alright, so I think we have enough yellow. Let's add a little more and come back to the shirt. So I need to make fingers. Let's do fingers first. See, I told you I have a thinner brush, but it's crooked. Alright, so let's add a little red so this becomes more brownish. Alright, let's do this. Check, check. Let's do dry. Check, check. Check, check, and we didn't mess it up. We did not mess it up. No, we did not. Alright. Guys, please leave a message, or you know the drill. And show some love, please. I need a thicker brush. Alright, so we're gonna darken this up. Put more layer of this mixed tone that we have made from fuchsia, purple, brown, a little bit of everything that we had on our palette, and it's created this messy, grungy brown tone. Once this dries up, I swear I will use orange. I'm telling you this time. I've had enough of his shirt. I am gonna use orange now, but only when this dries. That's the promise I keep making to myself always while painting. Now I'm gonna fit. This time, right, this is the last time. I need to finish this, but I always find more details. Artists can get lost in their own mind, assuming everything. Overthinking and assuming everything. That's what us painters do. At least that's what I do the whole time. Alright, so I need to add these. Oh, there you go. There you go. There are some attributes of the character that without those details, it doesn't match their, what's it called, vibe, their, not character, yeah, character of course, but it doesn't match their visual form, right? Some signature form. So Similar like with humans, like some people, they are these things that you can always associate with them the whole time, and without those things, like somebody's wearing a cap the whole time, and once they take off their cap and you're like, no dude, we don't want you like this ever again. So never miss a detail if it's important. I think I can add orange now. See, it's the same promise. It's the same promise. Alright, we'll do orange now. See how long alright, we are 41 minutes in. God, it's been 41 minutes. Why am I so slow? Why? Why am I too slow? Why am I this slow? Because it doesn't matter. Alright, for the shirt now. I think I like this orange. This can just come all over his shirt. Even here, all the highlights. Even his hands. And I want this all over his shirt. Yeah, like that. To add dark from here. Right, let's do black. In fact, this isn't black. It's more to sort of a sepia tone. Not sepia, what's it called? Payne's grey. Sort of a Payne's grey, right? What is this? With making these lines, I can tell you need to put more detail over here. So for that, I'll use the same color to make my nice brown. Maybe I can use some of the orange as well, so that this becomes more reddish brown. And let's do some strokes. Yeah, so this texture is gonna come out nice when you paint on top of this. I think I'll use really sharp orange now on top of this once this dries. Just adding darks wherever I think they should be added for the definition of this posture. Oh, this looks like an underwear now. Is that offensive for YouTube? So let's not make it an underwear. I guess this will work. If you're new here, I am trying to make this not look like an underwear. But let's forget about this, or I'll just end up the entire stream over assuming it looks like an underwear. Oh, hello there. What's up? A little more of this dark and let it dry. Alright, let's do this outline. I'm building up that fire tornado kind of feel, trying to build that in the most efficient way, because I don't want to drag this more than an hour, but however, if it requires, we'll try to finish this. And we are 51 minutes in. It's kind of taking shape. But I'd always be skeptical about my work, so there'll always be this sort of a doubt that it might not fall into shape. Artists and their self-doubts presented to you while having self-doubt. Guys, leave a message if you're new here, or if you want me to paint something for you. I think I've got one request. Somebody said levy. Somebody said make levy. I will try to paint this really soon. Very soon. So yeah, we are just mixing orange, red, yellow to create this effect. We are not gonna fill this entire paper up with this effect, because that is gonna take too much of energy and time. But we'll try to compose this in a way that it aligns with this form of Kurama. It needs to match that visual energy, all of this composition. We are gonna like this effect. So we'll be using orange, and I'm using the brush broader way when I want more of that tone to fill in the space, and I'm using it dried up to make that textured give it that sort of a texture, windy, mad feel. So once the brush dries up, you can do that. You can almost use it like a dried marker, those markers that have dried up, and then you start drawing with them. There's this texture that goes lighter and lighter as the marker goes dried up. But you can draw a lot of fun stuff with that. So with brush you can do the same. We are back at his church. And we are 57 minutes in. There is too much silence because I think I've talked about everything that there ever will be. I've spoken it. So if you've missed the entire philosophy of everything there ever can be, you can watch this video again. need more darks, please. I think it should have done this with orange, but what's done is done. It's watercolor, we can't go back. You need to keep going and going and going. You need to keep painting and painting and never stop. And never stop for no one. Artist has gone mad. But not entirely right. Not entirely. I think Kurama looks nice. Not so sure about the other dude. Alright, so what I need to do now is to give this darkest. I think I should use black, but black is going to be too drastic for this entire field. I think I still need to put in 2 more hours to use black directly into this, because everything is too warm and black is too stark. So I think I'll avoid using black, but this tone looks like black. Yeah, that's not black, right? Sort of a dark brown. So yeah, he's got the killer vibes, but his teeth are missing all the detail. Like, why would I not paint his teeth? Damn, these fangs are so beautiful. I can paint them all night. But you should never paint like there's no other tomorrow. Or you should. Or you shouldn't. Alright, I need to stop with my madness and paint his eyes. And we're gonna go with vermilion red, and a little of that crimson. So let's do the eyes. I don't like this color. I need orange. Yeah. How's this? I think this will do. This will do fine. This should do fine. Oh, I've got another idea. I should paint this. Get outline with this color. Yeah, that will definitely give it more sort of the detail that I'm looking for. Alright. Yeah. So yeah, I think his eyes look kind of freaky, which is good. It's still wet. So you don't need to touch everything up with the same kind of color for outline or detailing. You should not use, because it will just give it a flat. But in the regular anime, obviously that is how they do. But you're talking about arts and painting and illustrating with this kind of style, I should refrain from using the same kind of line everywhere, because it doesn't make sense then. Of the line, weightage of line, and I think it becomes more interesting if everything is just diversely different, and it kind of tells more of a visual story, more detailing. God, I need a thinner brush, wait. I need to have a thinner brush. Okay, let's try this. I hope it works. I really hope, because I don't have a thinner brush otherwise. This one's a handmade brush. Oh no, I didn't buy it. I didn't make it. These are super crisp lines, and I think I should have painted the details with this one only. Since I've been lazy, we are stuck with this now. Alright, let's do the eyes now. You just need to put one stroke over here and maybe another over here. Yeah, we're good. We are alright. Not amazing, but we are alright. Let's give this a little more darker tone. Let's give this a little definition. His lower lips. Its lower lips. Some spirit. Some detail on the upper lip, some detailing on these wrinkles. I don't want to work too much around eyes, so maybe a little bit on top of this to give it more character. I should have done this with an orange, but since I'm a lazy painter, I'm not changing. Of course I am, I'm just saying that. So we're gonna mix that with the dark tone we just used. So on the upper eyelid, if you give more weight, the character always looks angry and more vicious, and you know. So we have done that. We're putting more weight on the top of this eyelid, and we're just adding more texture, more color, making it look more grungy. And this doesn't look convincing, so we'll add something over here, maybe dark tones, maybe more strokes. You know, it doesn't matter how bad an artwork looks if you can, you know, make it look convincing. Like, like seriously, people, I've seen works that are so bad, but they're so convincingly placed and composed that they look fine. Like, it doesn't matter. So yeah guys, I think we'll need to stop this piece somewhere because I can go on and on over this. But let's push this, right? I shouldn't stop because I'm being lazy. But I will. So please write in the comments what do you think of this piece. Yeah. Done enough detailing, I think. I need to add those blue eyes, ocean eyes. It's too tricky now. I'm not adding anything more. Please leave a message guys so I know you were here because I can't look at the screen all the time. And I'm sorry but I can't look at the screen right now. But I do look at all the messages, all of them. And we are 1 hour 20 minutes in. I haven't given up on this. Not yet. Not yet. So I'm just adding more tones to make it look grungy as hell. It's so funny, the reference that I've used is super clean. It's like one of those AI generated images. They're like super clean, done with. And the reason AI hates humans, because something that it can do in like a wink will take forever. I take forever. That's probably one of the biggest reasons. AI must be saying these humans are too lazy, they're too stupid, they just take forever for a thing that just needs a prompt. Say the prompt, dude, say the prompt. Don't go crazy with watercolor. Say the prompt. Don't even say it, just write Kurama. Hey guys, if you're new here, we were talking about philosophy of life. And if you've been hanging around here since quite some time, then you exactly know what we have been talking about. Absolutely nothing. I think we're almost done. So that's about 1 hour 25 minutes of live madness. And you guys listening to me. I got one request that said Levi Panao Bhai. It was by Isan Rind, so Isan, I will try to make it. And see you guys next time. Thank you for being here, guys. You are awesome.